friends, how are you? By blessings to God, you are doing well. So this is Dr. A B JENA, faculty member, PG Department of Business Management, Fakirmoni University, Vesavia, Balasore, Odisha. So once again, I am welcoming to all of you to Dr. A B JENA classes. Friends, today we are going to discuss the very interesting topic, and today's lecture is what is the meaning and definitions of joint stock company, and what are the important the merits, I mean the advantages of the joint stock company, and what are the limitations, I mean the drawbacks or the demerits of the joint stock company. So friends, without delay, we'll start our discussion. So friends, for your kind information, I have already posted three separate videos. One is that is what is the basic difference between the partnership firm and joint stock company, and what is the basic difference between the private company and the public company, as well as another separate video is also there, what is the meaning of joint stock company and what are the important key features of joint stock company, as well as so I have already posted one separate video, what is the meaning of a company, as well as what are the different types of a company. So friends, without delay, we will start our academic journey. So I will have the request to all of you from beginning to till end, kindly you watch and you will know more and more. I mean, what are the important advantages or the merits or the benefits from the joint stock company, and what are the limitations, I mean the drawbacks of a joint stock company. So once again, I have prepared this video on the demand of my dear students. So far as today's discussion is concerned, so this discussion will be very not only useful to the student category, those who are studying in a 12th standard UG PG students, so far as the commerce, management, PMR and other related subjects, as well as so this discussion will be very useful those who are preparing for the UGC NET and JRF, as well as the lectureship exam. So friends, without delay, we will start our academic journey. So before discussion the what are the important or the key benefits of joint stock company, as well as what are the limitations of or the disadvantages of joint stock company. So let's have the discussion, what is the meaning or the definitions of a joint stock company. So joint stock company, it's an association of a person. So we'll take two types of company, so private company and the public company. For the private company, so minimum person, the minimum 2 persons are must to start a private company, and minimum 7 persons are must to start or commence a public company, and the maximum member for a private company is how much, 200 as per the new Companies Act 1956, and maximum members are unlimited in the case of a public company. So as per the new Companies Act 2013, so 2013 has already replaced the old Companies Act 1956. So friends, you have to remember. So it's the association of person by citing the minimum member and the maximum member of the private company and the public company, and the persons, so they will contribute the money or money's worth. Definitely, whatever the forms of business organism, whether it may be the sole proprietorship or the partnership firm, so the money or money's worth or capital is must to start a business. So after contribution, the money or money's worth, so this will be, or the money or money's worth will be pulled into a common stock, and the common stock will be employed or will be invested in some profitable trade or the business, and the profitable trade or the business will definitely give the return. I mean the profit will be generated from the trade or the business, and the profit will be shared among the members in the form of a dividend. So James and Stephenson has given this definition with regard to the joint stock company. So next one, another definition, so easily you can remember, according to section 3 of Indian Companies Act 1956, a company means company formed and registered under this act. And now friends, I have already told you that new Companies Act 2013 has already replaced the old Companies Act 1956, or the 1956 old Companies Act has already been replaced by the new Companies Act 2013. Another, as per the new Companies Act as per the New Companies Act 2013, uh, New Companies Act, and then clause 2 of section 3 of Companies Act, existing company means a company formed and registered under any previous company law. I mean 1956, and right now it's 2013. So dear friends, I am hopeful that now you are clear. So next one, so as per our agenda, so these are the important the advantages will be derived from or the joint stock company will or gives the following advantages benefits to the public, and so these are the disadvantages. So the advantages, so there are okay the 12 advantages from limited liability to, so last one is that is the okay the social benefits and diffuse risks, and disadvantages so from difficulty information, and last one is it's the social abuse. So friends, we will discuss one by one. So first one will discuss what are the advantages or the merits or the benefits of a joint stock company. First one is that is the limited liability. So limited liability, the liability of its shareholder is limited to the value of shares they have purchased. If a company incurs huge or the large amount of liabilities, the shareholders will pay only the unpaid balance of their share. For example, if a shareholder or you have purchased a share, the share value is how much? Rupees 100. Whatever the liability of the company, whatever the liability in the case of a public limited company, and your liability will be how much? Up to 100 only, and it will not be beyond 100 because the share price or the value of the share is that is rupees 100. Suppose you have paid rupees 80 and the remaining 80 that is the 20. So maximum your liability will be how much? 100. So in this situation you will pay only 20 rupees. So the person will invest the shares of a company due to the limited liability, because in the case of a sole proprietorship business as well as the partnership firm, the liabilities are unlimited. So here the general public or the person will be interested to invest their money or in shares in a company due to the limited liability. So next one, benefit of a joint stock company is it's the perpetual existence. A company has the permanent existence. The shareholders may come or may go from the company, but the company goes forever. Company will go for an indefinite period. The continuity of the company is not affected by the death of the person or the lunacy or insolvency of shareholders or the members. So in this situation or condition, the company will not be affected and company will run for an indefinite period. So next one, benefits. So company is having with it the large amount of capital or the corporate finance. So corporate finance, it's a corporate means that is the company. So friends, once again I am repeating, joint stock company means simply we can say it's the company. A company can raise the huge finance or the fund from the public by issuing the shares. So company will issue the shares. When the company will issue the shares, the company will get the large amount of fund or the finance. The capital of the company is divided into shares. Friends, I have already told you. So I have already told you. Again, I am requesting to all of you. I have already posted one video. What is the meaning of a share and what are the different types of shares and what is the basic difference between the preference shares and equity shares. So kindly go through the posted video and you will know more and more. So share of a small denomination. So the public or the people can purchase the shares for investment purposes and a company gets more capital to fulfill the financial requirements. And the share prices, even a common man or the low income group people or the person can purchase the shares of a company. So next one, advantages or the merits is the transferability of shares. We know the shares of public company, public limited company can freely be transferable. The shareholders can sell or transfer the share in where? In the stock exchange. Stock exchange, it may be that is the BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, or it may be the NSE, National Stock Exchange. NSE National Stock Exchange, BSE Bombay Stock Exchange. If the stock market is favorable or whenever they feel so or at the time of need of finance, the shareholder, I mean the member, can transfer the share, I mean sell the or dispose the share. So next one, benefits of just a company, efficient management. The ownership and management of a company are two separate aspects or hands. Generally, the company is managed by BODs. BODs means that is the board of directors. Hence, the rights are given to the to whom? To the board of directors to manage the various affairs or the activities. So, friends, it's the typing error. Activities of the company to protect the interest of the shareholders at large. So, thus, the efficient management of a joint stock company will be there and will be helpful for its growth and development. So, next one, benefit, economies in large scale production, and the joint stock company will enjoy the economies in large scale production. So here the capital or the resource of a company is more as compared to the sole proprietorship and the partnership. Friends, I have already posted one video, what is the meaning or the benefits, advantages, features of a sole proprietorship as well as the partnership, and what is the basic difference between partnership and sole proprietorship, and what is the basic difference of partnership and just a company. Kindly go through the posted video, you will know more and more. So due to the large amount of resources, a company, I mean the just a company can go for large production, purchases, management, marketing, etc. So these economies will be helpful to companies to produce the goods at a lower cost, which will be helpful to earn more and more profit. So next one, benefits. So growth and development, I mean the expansion. So it's the nature of the law, whether it may be the artificial person or the natural person. So so far as the joint stock company is concerned, so joint stock company or a company is an artificial person. So definitely we will have the tendency or we have the tendency for the growth and expansion. A company has the huge scope and opportunity for its growth and development. Why? Due to or because of large amount of resources, I mean the capital, also the profitability position or the profit earning percentage is more as compared to the sole proprietorship and the joint stock company for its growth and expansion. So next one, benefits of joint stock company, ability to cope with the changing business environment. Whatever the business environment, so joint stock company will or the company form of business organization will cope with the changing business environment. Friends, we know business environment is always is not always favorable. Perfect. Now, what is the business environment during the COVID-19 as well as the war between the Russia and Ukraine? So there are also the changes, the needs and preference of the customers. According the taste, needs or preference of the customer, the company will modify the product as per the needs and requirements of the customer. So hence a company will invest the fund into research and development related activities. Friends, it's a typing error. Activities to cope with the changing business environment for its sustenance and survival in the market. So it's the top competition. टॉप कंपटीशन इन द मार्केट, आगे भी खतरा, पीछे भी खतरा, बाएं भी खतरा, दाएं भी खतरा. सो इन दिस सिचुएशन द ड्यू टू द huge fund or the larger amount of resources, the company can easily cope with the changing business environment, can compete with the competitors. So next one, benefits, that is the democratic setup. The value of the share is usually low amount. I have already or we have already discussed, that is it may be the rupees 100 or it may be the rupees 10. Even a common man or the low income group can purchase the share. So value of shares is usually low amount, thus a low income group of person can purchase the share from a company and they can become the members or the shareholder of the company. Friends, once again I am repeating, who are the owners of the company? The shareholders are the owner of the company. So they elect the BOD, board of directors, for smooth management or functions of the company. So the members have the rights to decide the policies of the company. I mean, the shareholders will elect to whom the board of directors. So this prevents the mismanagement of the company. So that's why, okay, the functioning of a joint company is based on the democratic way. So next one, benefit, that is the social benefits. Social benefits, how the society or community will get from the just company. A company mobilize the savings from the society. That is, even the in a low income group person can purchase the share, and the company will collect the money by issuing the share to the low income group person. So these savings will be utilized for the productive purposes, and a company enables the proper utilization of natural resources for the better productive uses. Further, company will have the number of economies which reduces the cost of production. If the cost of production will be reduced, definitely the price of the product will be less or the low. So joint stock company will supply the better quality of goods to the community or to the society. A joint stock company also creates the employment opportunity so far as that is the developing country India is concerned. So in this regard, so joint stock company will solve the unemployment problem. So next one is the benefit is that is the diffused risk. So there are number of members and there are unlimited members in a public company. During the starting, I have already told you. So the risk is shared by them. So therefore, the burden risks upon any individual is not huge or it's insignificant. Hence, the joint stock company can start the new venture. New venture means that is the new project or the launch the new model or the new projects. Next one benefits, that is the joint stock company will get the public confidence. A company enjoys the greater public confidence and reputation in the market due to the legal control, publicity of accounts, perpetual existence, and audit of joint stock company is compulsory as per the Companies Act 2013. Yes, the financial accounts and statements of a company are published and circulated, are open for the public inspection. So the public have the enough faith or enough trust into or on joint stock company. So these are all about the key benefits or the merits of a joint stock company. Now we will discuss what are the main disadvantages, I mean the limitations of the joint stock company. So first one is that is difficulty in formation. And friends, to start a private company, minimum 2 persons are must. To start a public company, minimum 7 persons are must. So difficulty in formation, and it is not easy to form, I mean to start the businesses of a joint stock company. Formation of a company is a difficult task. A company has to follow and adopt a number of legal formalities as per the provisions of Indian Companies Act 2013. Company has to file a number of documents, that is the AOA, Articles of Association, MOA, Memorandum of Association, and other documents. Friends, I have already posted 3 separate videos, one for Articles of Association, another for Memorandum of Association, and another video is what is the basic difference between the Articles of Association and the Memorandum of Association. So kindly go through the posted video and you will know more and more. So before register of the companies, before its registration, so these formalities may discourage the formation of a new company, and the formation of a company is also expensive and a risk. Second one limitation, separation of ownership and management. The ownership and management are two separate aspects. Hence, the owner, who are the owner of the company, the shareholders of a company, do not play in the vital role or significant role in functioning the day-to-day activities of the company. Hence, the board of directors can control the affairs of the company, and the board of directors manage the day-to-day activities of the company or of a company. So management may be in speculative business. So there is the direct relationship between the efforts and reward. So in this way, that is the limitation to the joint stock company. So next one, excessive government control. Excessive government control. A company follows many provisions as per the various act and laws. It may be that is the Companies Act 2013, Income Tax, Factory Act, Minimum Wages Act, and Environmental Act, like this. The government regulates the workings of the company because the public money has been invested in the company. So it's the responsibility of the government will take care the proper that is the investment of the public money. The formalities are more, so there will be fine in the case of non-compliance by a company. If the company will not follow the various acts and laws, then the government will fine or will take the disciplinary action against the default company. Thus, the existence of many legal restrictions in running the business might discourage the people to start a new company. So next one, disadvantages, the drawbacks of just a company: concentration of economic powers. The management of a company is supposed to be conducted as per the desires and interest of the shareholders. The shareholders are the owner of the company. So the board of directors will manage, and who board of directors will elect the shareholders will elect to the board of directors to manage smoothly and perfectly, and who but the directors of the company try to mislead the shareholders by window dressing the report. Window dressing means that is it's not the true data or the information. That is the meaning of a window dress or window dressing. So and another thing is thus the concentration of economic powers is in a few hands. Further, some person become the directors in other companies and make the policies according to their interest. So that's why. Okay, so this is the another or most that is the drawbacks of a joint stock company. So they, the directors or the member will purchase more shares to create the subsidiary companies. So I will have the request to all of you, kindly go through the posted video on different types of companies. I have discussed there with the detail or the very good or biting the suitable example. So next one, fraudulent management practices. And so normally fraudulent management practices are found in a joint stock company. The directors and promoters may misuse the capital raised from the public for their personal interest. This creates, or the fraudulent management practices creates the panic among the public. The directors of the company may also manipulate the prices of the shares in stock exchange by manipulating the books of accounts of the companies. That is the window dressing. Next one, disadvantages or delay in decision making. The process of decision making in a company is also so slow as compared to a sole trading business and the partnership firm. All the important decisions of a company are taken either by the board of directors meeting or the shareholders meeting. Friends, in separate video we will discuss the different types of companies. Okay, different types of company: board of directors meeting, creditor meeting, shareholders meeting. So it is the time consuming process to hold a meeting. If further what happens, thus if the important decisions will may not be taken in the right time or in time, by which the growth and development of company may be slow. Further, company may lose the market opportunity due to delay in decision making. So this is the another most the limitations of a joint stock company. Then the lack of secrecy. What happens in the case of a sole proprietorship firm or a partnership firm? The secrecy can be maintained, but in the case of a joint stock company, the maintaining the secrecy or secrecy may not be maintained, and it's also very difficult part in the case of a joint stock company. The management practices of a company remains in the hands of many persons. All the, as we know, board of directors meetings are there, shareholders meetings are there. Definitely all the directors, they are the members of the board of director meetings. Similarly, in the case of a shareholders meeting, all the shareholders are the member in a shareholders meeting. So that's why it is very difficult part to maintain the secrecy. All matters of company are discussed in board meetings or annual general meeting of the shareholders to take the decisions. So thus the secrets or secrecy of the company may not be maintained like the sole trading business or the partnership firm. So friends, I am hopeful that now we are clear. So next one also in Johnstown company. So there may be the neglect the interest of a minor shareholder. So as per this one, as per this discussion, there are two types of shareholder. One category is that is the majority shareholder. Second one is that is the minor shareholder. So minority shareholder means those uh, the shareholders who have purchased the low amount of or number of shares less number of shares. So in the case of less number of shareholdings, so these shareholders are treated as the minor or minority shareholder. All vital issues of companies are decided by the shareholders having the majority of a share. So majority shareholders may ignore the interest of the minority shareholders. So how minority shareholder, I mean how much the profit will be retained and how much profit will be distributed among the shareholders. Next, speculation of the business. Speculation of the business, yeah, a few individuals may involve in speculation of shares to fluctuate the share prices according the suitability of their personal gain, actual their personal gain or the personal benefits. That's why. So that's why it's the unnecessary I mean by knowingly the share prices may be fluctuated or may be more or may be less due to to their personal interest or personal gain. So next one, the disadvantages of Johnstown company is high corporate taxation. Johnstown companies pay normally the corporate tax at the higher rates as compared to the other forms of business organization or sole proprietorship or partnership firm. Thus, the working capital position of a company may be or will be affected due to the high rate of corporate tax. Corporate tax. So next, the social, last but not least, the disadvantages that is the social abuse. The system of a Johnstown company may encourage the monopolies in some cases. Thus, in many cases, the monopoly attitude of the companies have exploited the to the consumers, workers, and suppliers. So, friends, I am hopeful that you have learned a lot, and I will have the request to all of you. If you have not subscribed my channel, kindly you subscribe it, kindly you share it, kindly you forward it. And during the discussion, if any mismatch or gap you will find, kindly you give your valuable idea and suggestion in the comment section. And your valuable comment and suggestions are most welcome. So thanks a billion to all of you.